together, she tap out. I remember, but she part of my past now. I remember all the shit from the past now. Took a pill and we passed out. I made a deal with the devil. You know I got my problems. Know you got yours too. Know you got yours too. Hold on to my revolver. They ain't looking for you. They ain't looking for you. Oh girl, don't even bother. Why she act brand new? Why she act brand new? Take what the devil offer. I got nothing to lose. I got nothing to lose. Spent a lot of time in the background. You know I spent a lot of time in the background. Every time that we together I black out. Every time that we together she tap out. I remember but she part of my past now. I remember all the shit from the past now. Took a pill and we passed out. I made a deal with the devil. You know I got my problems. Know you got yours too. Know you got yours too. Hold on to my revolver. They ain't looking for you. They ain't looking for you. Oh girl, don't even bother. Why she act brand new? Why she act brand new? Take what the devil offer. I got nothing to lose. I got nothing to lose.
What is up, world? What is up, world? It's your boy Cree, and we are back with another explosive episode. Last night was pretty heated. It was pretty good. I want to say, fuck you, Sony Music Entertainment. You guys really ruined something good I had. Now, what I mean by that is, I had some licensing issues with the song "Baby Mama" from 3 6 Mafia. So anyway, I started the stream, right? And I had the video playing as usual, whatever. Well, at the end of all of it, it went to upload to YouTube, and it said I was blocked because of that song. I was like, well, shit, let's go online and find another copy of it. That way I can bypass all that. So I actually went and found this other YouTuber that had the same song, but it was off of the 3 6 Mafia Greatest Hits or whatever, you know. So I uploaded that. Once again, another block. And I'm thinking, well, how did this other guy get a chance to put it up if it's so, you know, controversial, copyrighted or whatever? And yeah, it kind of bummed me out. So what I had to do ultimately was download the episode, the stream last night, and then actually edit out the whole song and then re-upload it to YouTube as it was. So that was quite a bummer, man. Fuck that. I never get to play no 3 6 Mafia. I never get to do anything cool like that. So tonight I was like, fuck it. We're going to do Lil Peep Problems because I like that song. And apparently people around here have been having problems. Serious ones. But we're going to cover all that later on tonight in the show. But tonight's rapper. Now, you know, last night we had covered Blind Fury. He's one of my favorite artists out there that, you know, we had this whole thing where we talked about how I felt about stuff like that and everything. And, well, tonight we're going to share and talk about Crank Lucas. Now, he's another one of these people that I liked, but for some reason his vids are not pulling up in my stream anymore or some shit. So I went back and I wanted to show you all my favorite Crank Lucas song. Now, he's got tons of videos. The guy is super talented. He's a producer, rapper, all that good shit. He's really fucking awesome. So I wanted to go ahead and show my favorite Crank Lucas video. Hang tight. This is called Rappers Be Telling Too Much. Oh my God.
Crank Lucas, you know the biz Listen, I don't talk to them people. Snitches get stitches, I ain't never seen a needle. Snitches get stitches, I ain't never seen a needle. Snitches get stitches, I ain't never seen a needle. Y'all niggas broads, scared to take your charge like I was about to when I shot my man Gerard in a stolen Cadillac the same day I skipped trial. I ain't tell nobody then, and I ain't telling no one now. And I be having coke, but the police ain't know that my plug is a Caribbean nigga named Joe. This nigga hot as shit. Rudy had the trap house on Minnesota Ave. Fans knocked his door down, he left out through the back. They would've found a rock if they searched his phone jack, but shh, don't say nothing, they got the phone tapped. What the fuck? I don't tell the feds nothing, cause I know them bitches listen. They ain't hear them bullets flying when I shot that nigga Tristan. The IRS would probably throw me under the jail if they knew I was claiming my cousin's son Jarrell and his baby mama a fraud. She always lying out, cause Jarrell ain't even his son, he'll never find out. The fuck kind of cousin is you? Y'all niggas running your mouth, my engineer is a master. Cause his wifey is bad, his side chicks is badder. She would probably kick him out if she knew he had a bitch. His landlord would kick him out if he knew he had a bit. Dog, shut the fuck up, yeah?
And the sad reality is that's fucking true, man. That is extremely fucking true, is it not?
It's extremely true.
So, Miss Jade, I see you're rocking the brand new living room over there. I'm liking that fucking bomb ass baby grand piano in the background.
Ain't it nice?
Do you ever get to go over there and jam out on some tunes and just fucking play a little piece from Mozart?
More like Beethoven.
Mm. Who was that ends up getting blind? Was that Mozart?
No.
And maybe it was Beethoven.
I don't believe so. No, I think it was somebody else. Let's look it up.
Okay.
Let's Google this.
Maybe we'll cover some of Mozart and Beethoven tomorrow night. Who knows? But on to the real part of tonight's episode.
I don't think it was blind. I think he was deaf.
Well, somebody died a pauper. I want to say it was Mozart. Yes, Mozart. He worked himself to blind, deaf, all that shit. Hard-working dude. Well, anyway, I'm not sure. Right. Did you happen to catch the title of the episode?
I did.
Our rapper friend HAZE is finally at the hospital. And for the people at home, for anybody that probably is not sure who this fella is, he's a bomb-ass rapper. And give me a second. This was the only thing I missed prepping up. Hang tight. Let me punch this in. Oh, man, I messed all the way up. I forgot to plug in the charger, the laptop light. Hang on a second. Can you You're
fired.
Yeah, really. Okay.
Yeah, so
can you commandeer the show for me for a second?
Our good friend HAZE is out of the hospital tonight. Welcome back to the real world, buddy. And then got the kids tonight. They're sound asleep. Just chilling. They've been good today. Had a great day at school, so winning moment in parenthood. So what's everybody doing tonight? Who all we got in the chat tonight? Got Christy in there. Christy is still with us. Night 79, what's up with you? Says we got a couple people in there. So I don't know what he's doing. Apparently he's having some technical difficulties or something back there. We'll get him back in a second. Anybody wants to join in, click on that little link right there, streamyard.com.
Definitely. Okay. We're about to give you a little introduction, I guess. Here we go. This is the man, the myth, the legend.
I mean, just like a coward in the corner. Didn't have shit to say, so...
We were talking about that one guy he roasted.
Made the song and then emailed it to his personal Gmail account.
I sent that bitch on BandLab.
Burned it on CDs and then mailed it to his actual home. Yeah.
I'm gonna go grab some water.
Yeah, that was a really fun episode. I think it got a lot of plays, a lot of views. But hey, without further ado, let's go ahead and bring on the man of the hour. Here we go. My boy HAZE.
What's up? What's up?
What up? Glad to see you, man. You're looking healthy.
Yeah.
How you feeling, dude?
You know,
So, what kind of a stint did you do? How many days was you in there?
4 fucking days now.
4 long fucking days. How was the hospital food?
Horrible.
What was your favorite thing to eat in there?
None
like
of that
air.
shit.
About the only fucking thing that food's good for, huh? Nobody
I think
likes
he likes the
hospital food.
jalapeno poppers better than anything.
Oh yeah, you guys had those?
I did. I went down to the cafeteria and got some.
Ah, smart girl, smart girl. Yeah, so I guess
Man,
hell,
those things are
Christy was
so
in there
good.
toughing it out with you, huh?
Yeah.
Well, so what drove you to the hospital?
Spider bite.
A spider bite. My God.
Then from that, I contracted sepsis, which turned into cellulitis.
Ah, sounds painful. Well, what did they do to you in there?
The human body at work.
Well, they put so much fucking fluid in my body that I was literally pissing every hour on the fucking hour. So,
Wow.
other than that, 2 surgeries at the same fucking time. They came in and stuck a catheter in my motherfucking arm. And then here come the doctor right behind this motherfucker.
Damn, that
scalpel.
is super cold.
Right?
I'll tell you what.
Wow.
So they cut you?
Yeah, yeah.
What else you said they did to you?
They blew 3 of my veins
Oh wow.
in my arm.
Remember when you said the doctor they cut you and he stuck his finger in you, in your
He
arm?
stuck his motherfucking finger in my motherfucking
Ah,
armpit cavity.
yeah. You had said that you wanted to knock the motherfuckers out, huh?
Oh yeah.
Man, I hate to hear it. Yeah. So you glad to be back in the free world?
Most definitely.
All right. Well,
Starting to go crazy in that motherfucker a little bit.
what else did you do in there?
I believe it.
I wrote a few songs, fucking sit back, watch TV, shit like that.
That is smart. You see that, people? He took that time of being stuck down to pump out some music. How soon do you feel like you're going to be back to working order of recording?
Any day now.
You ready to get behind the mic?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, they're getting a brand new HAZE, huh?
Mhm.
A brand new HAZE with a new lease on life.
Yeah, buddy.
Cheers to
Very
that.
true.
Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah, hospitals are a really sketchy place. I don't really myself try to go unless I have to.
Right.
But
Oh man, I absolutely love going into hospitals as long as I don't have to be there.
why is that?
'Cause that's where I want to work.
Sorry, guys. That effect wasn't what I thought it was gonna be.
He's not
Actually,
sorry.
We can do the or that. Hang on, that wasn't the one either.
Oh shit.
Here we go. Who is that?
Sound like a damn zombie.
That was Vader, man.
I mean,
Padme. You killed Padme. That's what the Emperor said to him. No. I'm sorry. Hang tight. Let me plug in my little charger thingy.
So how does it feel to be out of the hospital, Christy?
Awesome.
Yeah. You were there the whole time too.
I know, right?
Yeah, it's almost like she had to be in the hospital as well.
Except for to come home and grab a few things to go back right back up there.
How many miles do you think you walked, Kirsty?
Oh gosh. Let's just
In that
say
hospital.
day and night I was up more than I was asleep.
So you didn't really get a lot of rest?
No.
Oh, wow. So for the most part,
Yes.
you're pretty much super glad to be back in the bed, huh?
Yeah.
A real fucking bed.
Exactly. Not
Yeah.
the couch cot thing.
I don't hear nothing about this shit. I was in the motherfucking bed, cramped up, couldn't even put my legs straight.
Jeez.
Well, sweetheart, you're 6'2", 6'3".
I'm 6'2". 6'2". Yeah, you're right.
Well, it's like they had him in an awkward situation. He had the fucking surgery thing on one arm. It was all fucked up and sore.
I
And
know,
probably been poked
right?
and prodded on by needles. Then he had his other arm hemmed up to where they had shit all in that. So he literally had to sit like this for what, 4 fucking days?
Yeah.
What did it feel like when you finally got out of the bed when you got discharged and you had to like walk again and stuff? Did it feel like
It felt weird.
like painful
I'll
to
tell you now,
walk?
it felt weird. Like there were times when my legs were like wobbling and shit. That was.
My guy said he almost got muscle dystrophy sitting up in that motherfucker.
Exactly.
Any longer, they'd have had to start massaging your legs to keep your muscles fresh. You know what I mean? You come out and your legs turn into little dangly twigs. You're like, what the fuck happened? I was only here 4 days. Nah. But yeah.
But yeah, I started getting to where I was walking and shit. Like I'd walk down the end of the hallway with the damn machine on me and shit, and I'd walk to the other end and walk around some more. Kind of rebuild my strength a little bit.
Yeah. So I take it you didn't get any rest either? I mean.
Hell yeah, I slept. I mean, I slept all right, but I didn't, sleep comfortably.
Was it a situation where the nurses kept waking you up for readings and shit every other 3 hours?
Oh yeah, every fucking hour.
Poking, prodding on you.
Yeah. Every hour.
Yeah, they said HAZE had a ill temper up in there. He's like, I'm sick of this shit. I want to leave.
He wishes he could have had that kind of temper.
Well, I was just joking, but you can tell when somebody's just not feeling good, man. You're all laid up in the hospital and just you're in this situation where I guess for you didn't expect to have to stay. What was you like? What ran through your mind when you went to the ER? And
see, I'd been through it before, so I thought, okay, it's gonna be an in and out situation. They're gonna cut this open, they're gonna drain it, they're gonna let me out. Oh hell no! They started cutting the shit open, they drained it, whatever. Then they checked my blood pressure. Then they're like, oh, you got high blood pressure. We're gonna pump you full of fluids, pump you full of antibiotics, yada yada. And I'm like, damn, if I could just get up out of here, I'd be straight. Yeah.
I want to say
my word, dude.
The only incident I had where I had to go to a hospital, but I didn't stay like extended, was when I was in 6th grade. I was staying the night with a friend guy that he used to live in my neighborhood when I was a young child, and I was in 6th grade, like I said, and this guy moved away. Well, we were friends, and it was like one of them things where our parents let me go stay the night with him. Well, they had kind of moved over in this country area a little bit further away from where we were in the neighborhood, and so they had land, they had property or whatever, but they had this shop in the backyard, but like it was on level ground, but you could tell there was an embankment of land where they had, like, when they made the house or the property, they cut into it and stopped. So you had like really level ground, then all of a sudden the ground goes up like a wall, like 5-6 foot, whatever. And for whatever dumbass reason, it was like my last day. I was supposed to go home. I got dropped off on a Friday night. We had a fun weekend, hung out, chilled, whatever. Well, that Sunday, I'm like waiting on my mom to get off work, and me and him was in the backyard, and his dad was out there doing something. He had like a boat out back and everything, and I remember he was either like he had one of those big like floor brusher like brooms or a rake or something, and I was jumping off this fucking hill, and I jumped off it once, and I was like, damn, it hurt. And then like I did it again, and then for some reason something told me don't do it for the 3rd time. Well, I jumped. Boom, I hit the ground. On my left leg alone, I dislocated and broke a growth plate in 2 spots. So that was like 3 injuries to 1 vital spot in my body, which happened to be the end of my fucking... I hit the ground, and I just collapsed back on my ass. And then I look up, and he's holding that. He was standing up, and I just see the rake thing fall, like somebody's standing up and just pew, like in the cartoons when the rake's still standing up, and he goes and scoops me up, and I look down. I'm like, I noticed my fucking ankle was just in so much pain. It was dislocated, so it looked weird. It was disfigured. And they were like, do you want us to call an ambulance? And I'm like, no, because, we grew up poor. I didn't want to put my parents in that kind of a debt of calling an ambulance. So he's speeding my ass to the fucking La Bonheur in Memphis. And the whole time I'm just like, ow, 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 ow. trying not to cry, and then man, it was a major thing. Like I almost had to have surgery, but they knew we were poor, and I sure as hell didn't have insurance, and it was a dumb, boneheaded thing I did, and I'm lucky I was able to walk away. No pun intended. But no, I was hemmed up in a fucking extra long cast on my leg for an extra month or two, longer than what they allot you whenever you break a bone. And I learned from
Man.
that, like, don't do stupid shit. So,
Man,
yeah.
I have whenever I was like 17, it was like 2 weeks before school let out for summer break. I was helping cut the grass and I was on a riding lawnmower. Well, I got stuck and I went to push myself back as it was in reverse and like hold my hand on the seat so it wouldn't shut off because it was a safety feature. If you get up off the seat, it shuts off. So I put my hand on it and I'm pushing backwards, man. It starts going backwards. I go to get back up in the seat and sit down, and my foot slips and hits the deck of the mower blade. Well, the
Oh,
pulley
wow.
system that's set up right there, there's like a little metal brake on there. My foot slipped and hit that. I cut through my ankle and sliced 3/4 of the way through my tendon on my left ankle.
Oh, shit. What the hell
Three
they do to
quarters of
you
the
over
way. It was
that?
barely hanging on. I had to be, and they had to sew it all up internally and sew the tendon back together. And then they had to close me up. And I was stuck in a cast for like 6 weeks, which was almost the entire summer break
Yeah. See,
between my
mine was,
junior and senior year of high school.
my accident was during the summer months, so I missed out on swimming and all that good
I didn't
shit.
have insurance at the time. My mom had to file for Medicaid while I was in the hospital.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, this no insurance thing ain't no joke. Like, they used to fine you, like, if you do your taxes and you don't have insurance. It was the damn stupid ass Obama bullshit he passed, where if you wasn't on insurance, you got like penalized for that shit on your taxes, which I'm sure it's for a good cause, but it's like to find affordable health insurance is,
It hurts more than it helps.
yeah, I want to say, I mean, because it's like big pharma that you're dealing with, and they're going to get their money on the front end somehow. And I understand there's a huge population that doesn't have insurance, and they end up in the ER, and they got medical bills that just pile up and everything. And but yeah, I need to look into some kind of something somewhere, I guess. I mean, I'm getting older now, but yeah, that was a pretty interesting visit you had there, bud.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
is your nickname like? Can we expect a mixtape named Spider-Man Chronicles or anything coming out here in the next?
No.
He's like, fuck spiders. Maybe I should make that the title of the show, fuck spiders. Now that we got the hospital visit. So you did four damn long days in lockdown.
Yeah. But I will say this: it was either a brown recluse or it was a false widow that bit me.
False widow?
Yeah.
Do you know what those
Wow.
spiders are?
Characteristics of a black widow.
I feel like maybe I've heard of it, but I don't know if I've ever actually seen what they look like.
Wow. I guess you guys double checked for any spiders once you got back around, huh? Making damn sure, huh? Well, good. If you're all fresh and clean, then great, perfect. Because you're gonna need it. You know, you're gonna need to keep that wound clean. Okay. Take your medicine, as you know, per order. Yeah, you still got quite a long road ahead of you, man. That's quite an injury you got there. I mean, when you showed me, yeah, oh, it was crazy. For the viewers at home, whoever's going to see this later, earlier on when they were changing the dressing, I seen the hole because I couldn't see it in the hospital when we visited, but it was like he had darkness in there. It was such a hole, like no sunlight was able to get in there. I was like, damn, that has to be a huge hole. You have easy access to your bone, you know that? You can like store stuff in there, like coins and you kind of, you know, contraband if you want to smuggle it in over an airplane or something. Quite a hole there. So this thing, it has to leak, obviously, because it's got to get the junk out. Are they going to try to, like, how do they anticipate the wound closing up? Are they gonna have to glue it or stitch it, or I mean,
No, they're
'cause
just gonna leave it open.
you think the body's
It'll let it
gonna,
heal itself.
yeah, like maybe it'll start to close from the inside like that, and then just boom, it'll be there.
Yeah.
You'll have a scar.
Yeah.
Man, I can only imagine. You know, one time when I was a kid, I almost cut my dick off. Yeah, I figured I'd throw out an embarrassing little story like that. But I haven't had too many hospital trips though. Nothing like as serious as that. Never been bitten by a spider, but I'll tell you what, when I started getting these spider web tats all over me, spiders were more prone to getting on me. For instance, yeah, it's like, oh, you fucking wanted it so bad, Chris. Here you go. No, one day I was in a gas station and I'm standing in line and I'm waiting to pay for gas, and some dude behind me, he like taps me and goes, "Hey man, there's a spider on you. You want me to get it?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah!" So he brushes it off me. I was like, "Thank you so much." And he was like, "Man, that was crazy. I'm just standing here behind you and I see this spider creeping up your shirt." And I was like, "Don't worry, he's just going home."
Yeah.
That was kind of corny, but yeah, it was a true story. Like spiders, they get on me, and then like one day I was in traffic, and this crazy looking spider like hopped up my leg. I felt like my leg hairs was like itching or something. And you know me, I wear the slides sandals, and I wear shorts like almost all year round. Well, I'm stuck at a red light, and I feel something on my leg hair, and I just brush it down, you know, and then about a minute or two later, I feel it again, and I look down, and I'm checking. All of a sudden, this spider's hopping up at me, and he's making good distance, and I just like fucking jumped and parachute launched him out of my lap, out the window. I bet that spider went from like, what the hell? Because, you know, he was inside on me. Next thing you know, he's on the fucking road out in the highway. Out in the middle of Goodman Road, okay? So,
Dude,
I don't like
remember
the
I was
spider
driving.
shit.
I remember I was driving First City Spring, man. I was coming down Airways. I was in the middle of a delivery. Had the food in my car, and right there where the Southcross apartments are,
Yeah.
I had a spider come crawling up my leg, and I was like, "What the fuck, dude?" I jumped out. It was like big fucking spider. I jumped out in the middle of the fucking, like, I pulled over real fast. And I was like halfway in Airways and like halfway in the where you turn in. So I started pulling everything out of my fucking car. I didn't know what kind of spider was huge though. I literally was pulling everything out of my car. Somebody stopped and are you all right? I'm like, yeah, there was a spider crawling on me. I'm trying to find it.
Yeah.
I'm sure people thought I was nuts.
I mean, nothing can prepare you for that, you know? Like, I mean, nobody asks for spiders just to end up on them because you get bit, like, and they say they're more scared
Not
of
only
you than...
that, like the average person swallows like 50 spiders a year.
That is
I
true.
don't know how true that is.
No,
but
it's in a lifetime. That is true. I've heard that. Like, you do it subconsciously, not knowing. Basically, I guess when you're asleep, your mouth is open, and they kind of just accidentally go in there, and that's it, you know. So, what else? Okay, we got the hospital thing knocked out. We have some more stuff to watch, but didn't you come into the show saying you had some kind of news of some sort or something? What was that about?
yeah. Wasn't there some exciting news ahead of us?
Yes.
Did you find out you had a long lost brother out there or something, and
No.
he's wanting money? He's coming back for your fame. Oh my God!
Look, there's a bump.
You are shitting me right now.
That's it.
That's it.
You're having a child, guys. World, Tim's gonna be a father. Congrats, guy. That is awesome.
And it's a girl.
Oh wow,
Hey.
Little Haze. We're gonna call her Little Hazy. That's gonna be her little nickname, right?
Oh, crazy.
He's gonna teach her how to rap.
Call her Hazy Maisie.
Hey, I like that. So, are you disappointed that it's not a boy, or are you just happy that it's a girl, or happy that you have a kid?
You should know, grateful.
Yeah. You know, you almost got taken out by a rogue spider. This kid would have been born an orphan, right?
Yeah.
It'd be like the Bruce Wayne of the rap game. I have no parents. No. Wow. Good news. So, Miss Christy, how far along are you?
21 weeks. Sorry.
And this is your first child?
Yes.
Okay, okay. What is your experience thus far growing another human?
Let's see. Painful.
Mm,
No sleep half the time. That's half the reason why I didn't get any sleep at the hospital.
yeah, no. Were
I
they
was up
aware that
making
you were
hot
pregnant?
chocolate every night. Do what?
Like,
You can see that she is.
I mean,
No. The nurses just thought I was big.
you just shaped like that. That's terrible.
How
I mean,
rude.
I figured maybe they would give you like some kind of a like a cot or something, since seeing how.
Just the little couch that was in there.
Yeah, it's like your standard medical grade sofa or whatever. But
Basically, yeah. But then last night I took care of it and I slept in the chair next to him.
oh,
So
okay,
that
okay,
was, I wouldn't be hurting so bad. I'm
yeah,
having a hard time with this.
yeah. I bet getting back in your own bed was way better feeling than because you got to think that hospital is all you saw for 4 days. Their TV, their floors, their walls, Tim's beeping machines keeping him alive, and the nurses, the constant hustle and bustle, and just
He's over here smiling, laughing.
yeah. That was one hell of a ride you guys had to go on. Unexpected
Yeah, it
though,
was.
huh?
Yeah.
But for real though, shit ain't no joke, man. If you fucking have a spider on you, kill that motherfucker.
You hear that?
For real.
We're
You
not
feel
going to outlaw
something
spider
crawl up
murder.
the side of your fucking neck, you slap the fuck out of it. For real.
Now, hey, check
Them
this
all
out.
bite you,
You don't recall getting bit like in your sleep, or do you recall
No,
any
actually,
kind
I was
of?
sitting here watching TV, and it was like I felt something crawl up the back of my arm, and I smacked the back of my shoulder. I was like, damn, I was thinking maybe it's one of her loose hairs or something on my shirt.
Yeah, yeah.
And after that, I didn't think nothing of it, and it bam.
Do you think it maybe had bit you and then worked its way up your shoulder, and you just didn't realize you got bit, or?
I don't know. All I know is I felt something crawling on the back of my arm, smacked the shit out of it.
Isn't that crazy, guys? I mean, this thing like stealth bit him and poisoned him. That is so crazy. I can't believe it still. I mean, I've been alive on this earth long enough, and I've never even been bit by one. I mean, knock on some wood. There we go.
But don't sit around and wait to get to the hospital. I'll tell you that much. That shit, hell no.
How many days did you actually wait before you decided, hey, I got to
I think it
go?
was actually 3.
3 or 4 days.
So,
because at first it showed up and it looked like a pimple,
mm-hmm.
And I tried to pop it, and I did pop it. Fluid and pus flew out of it. I was like, okay, it's a zit.
You just thought that was
No big deal. Then it swole up and got worse.
Wow. I remember you had showed me your arm and stuff, because I was eating that one day, and you're like, no, man, I don't want to ruin your meal. And I'm like, no, go ahead and show me. And I saw it, and it looked like some kind of a bite, but your skin was irritated and swollen. But I think it was like maybe the next day or the same day. I don't know. I was away, but my girl was like, they're keeping Tim. I'm like, shit, for real? Like, how fucked up is he? Because I mean, he's up and around walking and stuff, barely, but I mean, he's still alive. Like, I've never seen a hospital just take somebody unless it was a serious situation that going in they knew it was serious. But
well, see, originally they just took him back to the little medical section where they would just like pop a zit or something like that.
mm-hmm.
But they took him back there. He had high blood pressure and everything else. And then all of a sudden they were like, nope. All right, when's your birthday? What are you allergic to and everything else? And they rushed us back to the ER. Like,
right. I ain't never had to wait that month. I didn't wait long at all.
We all know about waiting in the ER. It's like, hey, you better bring a portable battery.
Right. In that motherfucker anyway.
Yeah.
In the hospital we talking about, so.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so you said you don't like that hospital, huh?
Hell no.
You were pretty fucking irate when you left.
Right.
You were pissed. I don't blame you. So did it
Not a
like
good experience.
did it worry you any at all? Like when they were
Most
like,
definitely.
"We got to keep you." Did like I bet your blood pressure really went sky high then, huh?
Hell yeah.
Adrenaline just chugging away. You're thinking the worst case scenario. Like
He's like, oh, they're gonna chop my fucking arm off, you know?
now after this bite, and you said you started, your arm started breaking. What symptoms were you feeling?
Shivers. I had a fever that wouldn't go down
Mm-hmm.
at all. It would spike and stay there. And they would get it to go down. It would spike again.
So you obviously knew something was wrong, huh?
Right.
What did
I was very faint feeling.
were you nervous about going to the doctor, or did you just realize this is something you got to do?
I mean, I kind of was like, all right, obviously it's not a zit or a pimple, so it's really just time to go, have it looked at and checked out.
Man, what fucking luck was that?
Right?
Oh, I think we lost you guys. Jade, are you out there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay, okay. I see you had the old postcard up, so I didn't know. Look, that's pretty impressive. Your profile picture covered the entire screen, whereas to
Yeah.
mine is just a little bitty chat dot.
I'm gonna have to help you with that, huh?
Yeah. Maybe you can show me.
Sorry, we're back.
Oh, you're cool. It probably maybe broke signal or something. Who knows?
Yeah.
You guys are our first official. Well, I'd say second official guest, because the first one we had on was the president of the company, mybeardlove.com, Mr. Jake Bassett. So we chopped it up with him, but I'm glad to see some guests on the panel. It's really nice and refreshing. Would you all like to see some more Crank Lucas stuff?
Yeah,
let's do it.
Have you ever heard of him, Tim?
Yeah, I think so.
Awesome. I think the one that here's a part 2. Let's check this out really quick, and I'll show you.
I hear you're into a lot of crime out there on these streets. You want to talk about it? You must confuse me with a snitch, nigga. I ain't telling you shit. Well, I do have your mixtape, and I must say it's pretty god awful. Aside from the production, of course. But there's this one song in particular I find very interesting, son. Nigga, I'm out in these streets, selling that dope from a G to a key, pushing that coke all over PG. Only ones who don't know is the police, cause I'm not a snitch. I'm getting this dough from serving the fiends on Landover Road. Sometimes they want bags, sometimes they want bottles. On Tuesdays I sell crack out of McDonald's. You hear that? You just told us what day and place to catch you selling crack, son. Yeah, and I also told you I ain't no snitch. Fuck wrong with this nigga, man? Listen, we know more than you think we know. Okay, we know that you're distributing drugs, and we know about how you shot Gerard and Tristan. Nigga, you ain't got shit on me unless somebody else is out here snitching on me. Your non-rapping alter ego. Gerard is my man and I miss him. Shot him with the same gun I shot Tristan. I'm the reason his mama is missing. Then I went to Popeye, stole me a biscuit. I gotta make dough in these streets. I sell guns and bootleg DVDs. Then I rob my customers for their money back. Tomorrow I'ma rob a running back. Look, son, I can lock you up right now for all these crimes. Or you can walk. Give me your supplier, okay? Who is he? What's his name? My supplier? Psst, nigga, you crazy. I don't know what you talking about. I ain't telling you nothing. My plug is Caribbean Joe. He lives in a hotel on the 3rd floor. His drug front is a corner store. But don't tell detectives, they don't need to know. His daughter's a stewardess, man. She bring me to work when she get off the plane. Next week, she gon' bring me a pound. The feds ask questions, don't make a sound. You brought me all the way down here just to listen to my music, bruh. Like, are we done? Can I go? Yep, we got everything we need.
Yeah, they was sitting back listening.
That's fucking terrible, huh? My God.
My goodness.
I
Snitching
mean-
on yourself.
I was told on his motherfucking self.
Yeah, what do you think about that? Hayes, you're a rapper.
My word.
When
Stupid as hell.
when is the fine line of like not self snitching not need to be crossed? I mean,
Well, these motherfuckers nowadays, they just don't care, you know.
talking about shooting his friends and all this shit and where and
Right.
when he sells his dope. I mean, that was pretty spot fucking on, if you ask me. That's Crank Lucas.
Oh man.
He is funny as shit. Let's see if we can find now one of his videos I'd seen earlier, it was that's what reminded me tonight to go ahead and play that one from earlier. I think he was doing these not fake interviews, but he was simulating like why I can't work with T.I. in the studio or something, and it
Oh,
was
yeah.
funny because he was talking like these actual people, and sick of rappers.
I don't
lying.
think T.I. gonna tell on himself like that though.
Well, the skit he had for T.I. was him basically just speaking very extensively and just really wording the hell out of shit. Let me see. Uncle Junior. I remember this video. I think if it's the one I'm thinking of. Let me see. Yeah, this is like old school. Yeah, this is like how an old school rapper would be doing his shit. Can you guys hear all that?
If I would have had this when I was maybe 20,
Yeah,
I
no,
probably
for the
would be a
screenshot.
billionaire right now. I've been using output stuff for a while, and then when Arcade came out, I feel like.
Now the next person I need you to diss is Uncle Junior. I don't know, man. Uncle Junior can spit a little bit. He fucked my auntie in the back of a Cadillac, and I told my pops I'd take care of it. So, if you will, please, Uncle Junior. Okay. You a old head nigga spitting 70s poetry. You ain't been relevant since phones was rotary. Fake ass pimpin' a black cape. Cadillac engine misfiring, and you got bad brakes. You a whole D-dog, and you bout to get beat down. All your hoes are seniors who take their teeth out. Don't wanna battle me out of all the writers. That ain't a limp in your step, bitch, that's arthritis. You almost blind, but I hope you see this. You should get a cut off Bible sales. You ghost wrote, but Jesus was best friends with Joe. Probably knocked up Mary, invented hip-hop, but can your hip-hop nigga barely. You need a walker like Jimmy. Can't get up your Jimmy unless you crush a Viagra and stir it into your Remy. Get hit up with simmies, this bitch straight gone. Boy, I leave your brim spinning like the vinyl your first mixtape on. Fucking beautiful, baby. This guy's a regular fucking 50 Cent, I swear to God. All right.
Uh-oh, here's Uncle Junior.
Crank Lucas
Hold on.
You better watch how you talk to your elders, baby boy, cause I'll dick your mom down like a Melvin. People call me Uncle Junior, you can call me Papa Junior. So that means your name is Junior Junior. Don't let Mike Ruffin get your ass drug out. Mad cause his auntie gave me that nappy dugout. You ain't a G, this and Chucky and Child's Play. You talking to a grown man, now stay in the child's place. You got hoes that live in their uncle basement, eat hot Cheetos and cuss at their 7 babies. I got hoes that's grown with their own place. Most of them is seasoned, I call them my old bay. You wanna know with my hip hop? You'll find out when this man come off my hip and you get shot. You a fraud trying to floss in your girl's car. I knock you out so hard that you be screaming world star. You can't fight, so you got straps. But I don't fight with young punks like you. Now where's your pops at? If you don't know to keep it now over your shoulder. Your mama take the plastic off the couch when I come over. Your granny, your mammy, your sister and the daughter. That's 4 generations of pussy that I done slaughtered. I want your uncle back in 78 for running wheels on him and his partner. Ain't having these spades. That crunchy shirt your mom gave you when you was 6 was my old cum rag, so you grew up with my kids. It's ironic your oldest brother worked for Amazon, cause his real dad was the mailman whole time. I ran tricks out your house in the 70s. Your mama only stayed there to cherish all the memories. See, everything you grew up thinking was a lie. That belt you used to get with was really mine. Matter of fact, it's no way you a son to me, cause according to your girl, you ain't hung like me. No swagger confidence, you ain't come from me. Matter of fact, whose woman's is this? I can't wait to shoot you dead, throw your body in traffic, walk up in your funeral, smack you dead in your casket, and if they cremate you, flush your ashes down the stall. Cause with them shitty bars, that's exactly where you belong, bitch.
Damn. Uncle Junior ripped his ass a new one, didn't he?
There you go.
Yeah, buddy.
Is that what they do to them old heads get a hold of you young bucks?
Apparently.
Golly. Yeah, I really dig this dude's work. I really like it. I very much see him getting out there. He's been at it a while, so I shouldn't even be on here talking as if he's new or anything, because he's not.
He's just that awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, but all of his stuff is parody, right? It's not serious. I mean,
Well, I did see some kind of video.
Well, kind of.
He was on like stage rapping, so I think he's more of an engineer though. He's just really good at writing and rapping and stuff, you know.
yeah.
Oh wow. Speaking of disses, did you guys ever hear this? I think this could be that that song that if I'm not mistaken, it's probably that one that it was like he was saying shit back to Young Jeezy about having to kill that dude or something.
Scooch.
I gotta see this.
Suckers keep on downing me. They know they should be crowning me. Yo! School walk. Just count paper. Just count paper.
I hope this is it.
Well, just count days.
Yeah, it's old, but
Hey, the chain's going and they ain't took one yet. And they're retarded about Gucci, but this gold Rolex. A $10,000 bounty put on
yeah,
my
this is
neck.
it.
I hope you didn't pay them cause they didn't have no success. You saw my interview, nigga, and you got upset. I seen your interview too, you look oh so stressed. I think the nigga just mad cause I fucked this ex. And I'm a big dog, he got the little boy complex. Go dig your partner up, nigga, bet he can't say shit. And if you're looking for the kid, I'll be in zone 6. I hit a birthday party fresh, you and your homeboy Tip. I know y'all see me over there with that black folk feel. I bought a Bentley Moon, son, it look just like Chips. But I never went platinum, do you catch my drift? I never let a nigga do me like Chip did Flip. This the same shit that got Big and Tupac killed. Scooch.
Damn.
Okay.
Wow.
For the record, this is not a dish record. Just the truth.
That was kind of clever. He said, "For the record, this is not a diss record." Well said there, Guwop. Yeah, I listened to a lot of YouTube videos, and for some reason I came across this other video where they were talking about discussing this beef, and I believe, yeah, this is the follow-up. Young Jeezy said, I think, I want to say.
I don't want anybody
Yeah.
Stay strapped, stay strapped.
Let me check this out for a second.
Y'all already know what time it is, nigga.
Hey, stay strapped, stay strapped, stay strapped.
Chill. I'm in the streets every night, nigga. I'm in the club every night, nigga. I don't see these fuck niggas, man. These niggas talking through records, man. I don't argue with niggas on records. I told you, fuck boy. You know what it is with me, nigga. You niggas pro 2 gangsters, man.
Stay strapped.
You know what I'm saying? You always say you gon' sign yourself a key and piece. And when you take them out the rap, they as white as your teeth. Keep choppers on deck, stay ready for beef. Little nigga scared shitless, he can't even sleep. And you already know what them K's will do. I had them pussy niggas scared to stand next to you. Niggas talking all tough, steady hiding shit. Even his own mama know Roger Davis a bitch. To be honest, niggas, nothing Gucci about you. You pussy nigga, everything's Gucci about you. See straight through you, nigga. Use a plastic rapper. Nigga all on my dick. Where's the Magnum rapper? Murdered him on black tea, killed him on ice.
What's that, fam?
I said they squashed that beef real motherfucking quick though.
Yeah, they did, man. It was like one of them things where if it didn't get dealt with, who knows where it would have ended up, because Jeezy, he was at the time, I think, he was mixed up with the BMI or something like that. No, BMF. Yeah, and those guys got taken down. Yeah, I don't know if you all out there in the internet world know about that, but
I'm not sure what it is.
all this cocaine Jeezy said he was pushing, all this shit. He was just, I think, rapping from just imagination, you know, because when they started like, when they started like investigating these dudes and they took down the whole BMF family, they realized he just wasn't really doing anything. He was just around them, and I think that was enough, like, you know, the guilt by association type of situation for him.
Yeah.
Right.
But he got cleared of everything. I think he didn't get no time or anything. I don't think it was a scenario for him to get, to have to snitch for his freedom. You know what I mean? Because he wasn't really doing shit. But yeah, rap this day and age is a lot different than it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's big on like, well, back in the day it was like a no snitching policy, and it's like now, in this music, people are snitching on themselves, and maybe it feels good to say what you do. Maybe not only does it give content, but
Well, see,
I
they
don't
get
know.
that money and think they can't be touched.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. I mean, with Big Brother out there, the cell phones, everything's being recorded or listened in on, and at any time, like, I'm sure the
Right.
police are just sitting back happy as hell that these people do this stuff, and it's just
Yep.
crazy. But now we're in the day and age to where I guess snitching is, I don't want to say allowed, but it's not frowned on anymore because I think they realize, they've seen enough mob movies growing up that if you get in a jam, that's your last alternative, and there was a lot
Yeah.
of celebrities and mainly musicians that really disagreed with the whole Tekashi thing. And like I've said before, Tekashi wasn't the only person that said anything. He was down the line. He just had the better lawyer. He's a celebrity. He had money, so I heard Snoop and all of them was pissed off about it and saying what they said. But I thought there was rumors he might have gotten released or he was gonna get released.
No, denied.
Oh, that's what
He's gonna
happened.
be released to serve his rest of his sentence at home, and the judge denied him.
Yeah, that's what it was. I heard that he wrote the judge and asked could he serve out the rest of his little term on house arrest, and no, maybe he does need to sit up in there.
Well, it's like that football player that is going crazy right now. What's his name? Antonio Brown or something like that.
Who's that?
He's a free agent right now for the
Hernandez?
NFL. Huh?
You talking about Hernandez?
No, not Aaron Hernandez. Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown is currently facing number of charges. He was facing charges, and then yesterday or the day before, or something like that, he had some guy that was supposed to be moving his furniture to his new house, and he like flipped out on this dude and beat the dude up.
Wow.
All kinds of stuff. He like put his hands on his ex-girlfriend or whatnot. He was getting ready to be drafted, and he was going to be sent to like one of the bigger teams that are more well known, and he probably just lost that opportunity. I think it was the New England's Patriots he was supposed to be going to or something. I could be wrong on that. But yeah, it's crazy. And then he tried to like take stuff out of the truck and then threw it back in there, and he lost his mind.
Wow.
So there's no he did like a standoff with the police. He locked himself in his house and wouldn't come out, and his bodyguard helped the assault on the delivery driver.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you all remember the O.J. Simpson fiasco, right?
Mm-hmm.
First, he allegedly murdered his wife, and then when he got cleared of that, pretty much, he didn't win all the way around, but
his wife and her ex or her boyfriend at the time or something.
Yeah, he didn't go to prison over the murder, but what he did years later, he had all these civil suits that he lost, and he was supposed to pay the family back all this money, and I think they were able to seize some of his more sizable.
Well, it finally
prized
came out that
assets.
one of his mistresses or whatever was hiding the knife.
I haven't looked into that. I haven't heard anything about it, but
I had heard.
I have to look on it.
Did you guys see that book that OJ had? It was called If I Did
What
It.
if I did it?
Yeah, supposedly there was like a line in there, or not a line, but they discussed about how this cop came
It's like
forward.
a dead giveaway.
20 years later, this police officer had this knife that had been buried or something. It was retrieved supposedly from the home where she was murdered, and somebody had brought it. I guess when the cops had the yard tapered off or whatever, the neighbors had said, "Hey, look, they brought him this knife and said, look, this ended up somewhere over here, and maybe you guys should look into it." And supposedly the cop had held on to it for like 20 something years, and he tried to get some kind of a plaque type of label made for it, like engraved, and he was going to have something worded on there. But that's what got him busted out about the knife. Like, he had possession of this thing, and they were like, this is possibly the fucking knife he used. And, yeah, you guys can look it up. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, no doubt.
But OJ, his prison term he did was, he pretty much, he had some things taken from him. It was like seized, and some of it was like his sports memorabilia that he had won, and like trophies and whatnot. And he had basically lured the merchant into like a private deal, like he was going to meet him in a hotel room, but instead he showed up and like strong-armed robbed the dude. Him and his bodyguards were in on it, and that's what landed OJ all them years was, by law he was forced to get rid of that shit, and then he felt like in his heart that was his motherfucking shit. And I honestly don't blame him for feeling that way, but the law is the law, rules are rules. I mean, and the way he had obtained that stuff back was illegal as fuck. And, but they ended up letting him out over that.
People have all this money and they want to get away with stuff. They need to be people with money need to spend time in lockup.
Yeah.
Instead of getting to pay their way out.
It's not too common you hear sports athletes get, charged with a lot of stuff. That Aaron Hernandez guy, didn't he kill himself in prison or something? Or
he hung himself in prison.
No, you gotta look that one up. There's a lot of shit behind that one.
What did he do exactly that got him in? I know it was some major shit. I just can't remember.
I believe he killed his girlfriend.
Oh wow.
I've been watching it and I fell asleep during some of it, so I didn't get all the way through it, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened, was he killed his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Or no, it wasn't his girlfriend, it was somebody else. Hold on.
Might have been drugs involved or something. Who knows?
Murder of Odin Lloyd. It was like one of his buddies that he ended up killing. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he went off the deep end or something towards the end there or something.
He's got life without parole, 1 count capital murder.
Like, you throw your fortune at these lawyers and courts, and that's crazy. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. I mean, Antonio Brown's been suspected of being on drugs or something. They think that's why he acted like that. He turned himself into police, apparently.
Do you guys remember the Lorenzo Wright case that happened down here?
Yeah. They finally got some stuff on that, thank God.
Yeah, me and a coworker was discussing this stuff the other day, and it was pretty interesting. Like, I don't want to say, from word of mouth what I heard or whatever, but, because I could be wrong, but one of the other guys was saying that, the dude she hired to have him killed, she was, secretly dating him, and they went to church together and stuff, and I think maybe he was going to divorce her and move on, and she wanted that fortune. Because she did something out in L.A. She moved away after that murder, and then something happened in L.A., and she got away with it or something, but something came out in the open, and the authorities arrested her and had her extradited back to Memphis, Tennessee, and I think she dealt with those cases. I don't know how much time she got, though, because I think she struck some kind of a deal. Like, if she blames the other guy, then she gets less time, maybe. So, I don't know. I'll have to check into that, though.
Yeah. Brown turned himself in tonight.
So, when did these things happen?
It happened on he was being investigated because of alleged sexual assault on his trainer, his former trainer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. He sexually was, it was at his home that this happened in 2017. Well, then the other day, I guess he had something going on, and he is facing a number of charges now because he had another run-in with the police Tuesday night with that delivery truck driver.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's something you can keep up with.
Yeah.
That's some hardcore shit. Yeah. Well, how you all feeling?
My mind feeling good.
Okay. Yeah. I was thinking about maybe bringing this thing to a close because we didn't hit the 1 hour mark, and
Yeah.
obviously we all have jobs to get to in the morning and whatnot. But
Yep.
I like to mash out at least 45 minutes to an hour a day if I can.
I started drinking my hot tea.
Oh yeah. Well, okay then. I want to say thanks to all the guests that showed up on the panel tonight. Thanks
Good
everybody
to
in
have
the
you.
chat for stopping by.
Thanks for having me.
It's been a pretty cool night. Congratulations once again, Sir Hayes. We'll be looking forward to some new material. You're always welcome to come by on the panel. Christy, good luck. Hope you feel better, you know. Other than that, I feel like it was a good show. But I guess we're going to go ahead and get out of here and call this a night, guys.
Until next time.
Until tomorrow night. I love you all. Peace.